Welcome to PLUSone, the series where I look at the free monthly games on PlayStation Plus and tell you if they're worth the download. After all, the games may be free, but your time is valuable. Today we're looking at the first of the two PS4 games for July, both of which are cinematic choice-driven adventure games. Wait, didn't I just do one of those last month? And the month before? Whatever, let's look at Until Dawn. Released in 2015 by Supermassive Games, Until Dawn is essentially a playable horror movie. Literally within seconds of starting up, I said to myself, yep, this is a movie. And it's perhaps the best game I've seen yet that conveys that sort of cinematic flair. The camera angles are fixed in the same vein as the classic Resident Evil games, but almost every one of these angles is set in a way that makes it feel like there's legitimately a cameraman and director right behind the shot. The characters all have photorealistic faces, so at times you can absolutely see the actual emotions conveyed on their faces. The backgrounds are beautiful, even the very intro is ripped straight out of Hollywood. It's an interesting feeling playing this game because it's legitimately the closest hybrid I've seen between the two mediums. At times this falls apart though, and you're reminded that it still is a game. The faces I mentioned a moment ago, they're sometimes kinda bad. It feels as if the actors were told to overact during the face capture process, leading to some unnecessary lip twitches and such that take things back into the uncanny valley. And I'm not gonna lie, the voice acting is actually atrocious sometimes.
What's going on? Where's my sister going? Where's my sister going? Where's my sister going?
Some lines feel clearly ripped right out of a studio, with very little mixing done to make it sound like, hey, Hayden Panettiere is screaming into a blizzard, not just awkwardly saying, Hannah! Into a microphone. Other lines just come off as poorly delivered in general. So while it's close to being the interactive film that Supermassive was going for, Until Dawn is still a game. And speaking of which, let's talk about the actual gameplay. Until Dawn is defined by its sense of choice and replayability. Before the game even begins, it shows you the butterfly effect. Any one choice you make can take you down an entirely new path, and since this is a horror game, that usually means somebody's gonna die. You can make it through the game with everybody alive, with everybody dead, or you can end up somewhere in between. Wanna throw a snowball at that squirrel? Well, you just killed Stephanie, you prick. Hidden throughout the game are these totems that give you hints towards potential deaths, choices, etc. Through the adventure, you'll piece together what happened at this lodge a year ago to lead to today, talk to a shrink about things. Altogether, this plot's pretty weird. The characters start off as super tropey high school kids who all have crushes on one another, have very poor control over their limbs, are total dicks at times, you know, the usual horror movie stuff. But over the course of the night, they seem to actually develop beyond just sleeping around, which is nice. Until Dawn will take you about 8 hours to beat, unless you're going for that full completion and the Platinum trophy, in which case it'll take at least a couple playthroughs. The trophies are mostly just have this character die here, have everybody live at the end of the night, find all the totems and clues, so if you're diligent, that Platinum is guaranteed. It is a larger download, almost 40 gigs, but if you're into horror films or cinematic games like this at all, definitely +1 this game into your collection. Even at its regular price of $20, you're getting an 8-hour movie. Most movies cost that much and are only 2 hours, so this is a good deal to me. I think this one's worth giving a shot just to experience what is, to me, the most complete example to date of a truly cinematic game. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe, and why not check out one of my longer form reviews as well.